Every day, life presents you with two choices: evolve or repeat. You either move forward toward purpose or slip quietly back into comfort. Success is not an accident, it is a pattern, a practice, a daily discipline. And those who rise to the top don't rise by luck, they rise because they've built themselves day by day from the inside out. There are 10 disciplines that separate the driven from the drifting, 10 invisible foundations that, when practiced every single day, unlock not only achievement, but fulfillment. And if you will commit to mastering these 10 fundamentals, your life will never be the same. 1. Start with a dominant attitude. Your attitude is your compass. It points your life in the direction of your dominant thought. Every morning, your mind wakes up with a question: what shall I focus on today? And you answer it, consciously or unconsciously, with your attitude. You either greet the day as a burden or a battlefield you're ready to conquer. Winners don't stumble into positivity, they cultivate it. They train their minds like warriors. Even when the world shakes, they hold their posture. Why? Because attitude is the atmosphere you carry into every room, every decision, every challenge. And the one who commands his attitude commands his life. 2. Master the art of communication. Your words are not just sounds, they are seeds. Spoken carelessly, they destroy. Spoken clearly, they build nations. Your voice must match your vision. Say what you mean. Speak with conviction and listen like you care, because the quality of your life will rise to the level of your communication. Leaders are not loud, they are clear. Practice clarity. Eliminate fluff. Speak with courage. And more importantly, with truth. When your words match your purpose, people will feel it. And when people feel it, they will follow. 3. Sharpen the sword of self-discipline. Discipline is the architect of every empire. It's what you do when no one's watching, when the lights are off, when the feelings fade. Greatness is not born in bursts of motivation. It is sculpted through daily, consistent choices. Every disciplined action is a vote for the man you are becoming. So when it's cold, get up. When it's hard, lean in. When it's boring, keep going. Discipline turns talent into power. Without it, all potential remains a dream. 4. Destroy limiting beliefs. There is no enemy more dangerous than the one living between your ears. You are not what you think you are. You are what you believe you are. And most people are prisoners of old stories. I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. I've always been this way. That's the voice of the past trying to rob your future. Challenge it, replace it, destroy it. You don't need permission to rewrite your narrative. You only need the courage to begin. And once you do, the world will reflect what you believe, not what you pretend. 5. Command your time like a general. Time is life. And most men are leaking it every hour. Distractions, delays, dead-end conversations. If you don't control your time, someone else will. You must become ruthless with your schedule. Prioritize progress over noise. Focus over frenzy. Break big goals into daily bite-sized battles and win them. Time is not about having more. It's about using what you have like it matters, because it does. 6. Learn like your life depends on it, because it does. The world is evolving. The question is, are you? Read, reflect, ask questions. Seek mastery, not just information. The men who will rise in the next decade are not the ones with the loudest opinions, but the ones with the sharpest minds. Learn from everyone, but filter with discipline. Be humble enough to know you don't know everything, and wise enough to chase knowledge that elevates your mission. Every new insight sharpens your edge. 7. Build financial intelligence. Money is not the goal. Freedom is. And freedom demands wisdom. Financial power doesn't come from what you earn. It comes from what you keep, what you grow, and what you leverage. Learn to manage your money like a leader. Know where every dollar goes. Turn discipline into investing. Turn vision into long-term gain. Wealth is not built by accident. It is the reward of consistent, educated financial decisions made over time. Respect money, but never worship it. Use it, build with it, control it so it never controls you. 8. Develop yourself like you are the product. You are your greatest asset, not your title, not your resume, you. So invest in your character like a company invests in R&D. Grow your mindset. Grow your emotional intelligence. Sharpen your skills. Heal your wounds. Upgrade your habits. Because no matter what you're building, whether a business, a family, or a legacy, it will only grow to the level that you do. 9. Set purpose-driven goals. Most goals fail because they are rooted in ego, not purpose. But the goals that live, the goals that thrive, are born from meaning. Purpose gives pain a reason. Purpose gives failure perspective. So when you set your goals, tie them to something deeper than money or image. Tie them to legacy. Tie them to service. Tie them to the version of you you'd be proud to meet 30 years from now. Then break those goals down. Reverse engineer them into daily action. And execute like a man who knows where he's going. 10. Ground your life in gratitude and resilience. Gratitude is not weakness, it is weaponry. It makes you bulletproof to comparison, jealousy, and self-pity. And resilience? It is the fire-tested armor of every high performer. Life will hit you. That's a guarantee. But if you can stay grateful in the fire and bounce back with even greater focus, you become unstoppable. Thank the struggle. Bless the setback. Smile in the silence. Because resilience isn't about avoiding the storm, it's about becoming the storm. Gratitude and resilience, these two are the twin engines of a life that cannot be broken. One keeps you grounded, the other keeps you moving. When you practice both daily, you stop fearing the fall, because you know that no matter how far you drop, you will rise, not bitter, but better. That's what separates the uncommon from the forgettable. The uncommon man feels the hit, but doesn't stay down. He doesn't hide behind excuses. He doesn't replay the past in his mind on loop. He says, thank you for the lesson, and then gets back to building. And when you live like this, grateful in the storm, unshaken by outcomes, you become something most men will never become, resilient with purpose. You begin to realize that all 10 of these fundamentals are not tasks. They're not just habits or checklists. They are the structure of your life. They are the bricks, the beams, the blueprint for personal power. This isn't about motivation anymore. Motivation fades. What you are building now is deeper. It's identity. You are turning the corner from wishful thinking to disciplined living, from being reactive to being intentional, from dreaming about the life you want to building it, one focused, purpose-driven day at a time. So the question becomes, what do you do now? You start. Today. Not next week. Not on the first of the month. Not when you feel ready. Because you won't feel ready. Readiness is a myth. What you need is movement. You don't have to master all 10 fundamentals today, but you must begin. Start where you are, with what you have. Build a rhythm, one new action, one new standard, one new belief. Day by day. Maybe it's waking up 1 hour earlier. Maybe it's cutting off the time wasters. Maybe it's saying no to the things that drain you. Maybe it's finally speaking your truth or silencing the lies you've believed too long. Whatever it is, do it with intensity, with commitment, with honor. Because when you move with honor, you don't need external reward. The reward is who you become. And when your friends ask what changed, you'll say, I stopped waiting. I started executing. I got tired of living on potential and started living on purpose. You are no longer just a man with ideas. You are now a man of discipline, a man of vision, a man of action. And the world makes room for a man like that. Because that kind of man is rare. He does not panic in pressure. He does not beg for motivation. He doesn't ask, will it work? He asks, How hard can I push until it does? You've been equipped. You've been challenged. Now the question becomes, will you do what most won't? Will you live by these 10 fundamentals? Not for a day, not for a week, but until they become who you are. Because the life you want, the version of you that you admire, is waiting. He is not some fantasy. He is the result of focused days strung together by decision and discipline. He is forged in the quiet hours, in the early mornings, in the moments you choose to say yes to growth and no to everything that no longer belongs. That version of you is watching, waiting. So rise, get to work, build with precision, live with fire, lead with belief. Because greatness isn't complicated, it's committed. And the moment you act like you deserve it is the moment the world starts to believe it too.